Hello everybody and welcome back to GreenRiver 2017. So first of all today what we're going to do is just have a very quick tidy up. I've been getting quite a lot of machines out and basically just leaving them in the field, which is not good practice. I do this quite a bit. So what we're going to do is just pile them all back into the sheds in the yard. Every time we go past a machine we'll add it to the follow me course, so eventually we'll end up with a pretty good convoy here. We're going to have to go on the wrong side of the road here too. Right, so yes, the next tractor to add will be the 7710 and the Combine Harvester, and possibly another one as well. We'll soon find out. But as you can see, these three different crop types here in this one field are now ready to harvest. So today is going to be a day of using the ROPA DLC. Obviously we're not going to be able to do everything today, but I'm going to try out everything. So we'll bring every machine which we need to use today into the field. This will be the sugar beet harvester and the trailed potato harvester. As for the Nuaro mouse, I don't think we're going to need it today, but what we will do is probably pile the sugar beet into a heap just so that we can pick it up again, just for demonstration purposes. Obviously it's counterproductive for what we're doing in this map, but yes, if I can just tip a few loads, then at least I can demonstrate the dropping and the picking up process. So here we go, this is the Combine Harvester. I'll just jump cut while I pack things up a bit. In fact, it seems to have stopped packing up halfway through. Interesting. There is also the tractor just over there too. Okay, so we've actually changed tractors because this one is the first one in the Follow Me course. We've got obviously the Combine Harvester and the big 8RT tractor behind us as well. The only tricky thing is going to be negotiating all of these different bollards. Yeah, it's going to be fairly tricky. Trying my best to get around here, but it could be pretty tough, especially with that street light for the Combine Harvester. Let's just see. Get ready for it to crash. Wow. It's a genius driving. Looking good. So here we are. Very quickly, I'm just going to try and find a home for everything. We'll put this in here. The potato planter isn't actually finished with, it's actually leased as well. We do need to finish off by emptying it, hopefully by planting a section of a field so it's not wasted. Very slowly we've got the Combine Harvester on the way too, and then we've got the John Deere tractor. Everything does drive very well with intelligence. As for this Combine Harvester, I don't know where to put it. I might just put it around the side for the time being. This is where all the big stuff has been going, but I will try and find a home for it. Oh, I think I caught the cultivator. Oops. And finally, the 8RT, which again is pretty big. There is the John Deere tractor with the IBCs. We're going to be using that very soon. Hopefully it will be in this episode, but obviously we're going to be flat out doing all of the potato and sugar beet harvesting. Sorry hens, I'm really sorry. I don't want to squish you. Try and go around them if I can do. Right, so this to me at the moment does seem to be a fairly sensible place to put the big stuff, as we don't have any animals here. It would be blocking a feed trough or a water trough, but until we actually get the animals, this is going to be a perfect parking place. Providing I don't hit the fence, which I think I might have done. Right, good. So, just park up and then we'll be onto the ropers. We could give this one special treatment by putting it in the workshop. That would be really nice. We'll put it in the middle bay. Just reverse into here. What a lucky tractor. It has shelter. Nice. Right, okay. So we'll jump out, shut the door, and we need to go over to the store, which is where everything is from the previous kind of episode. Well, the garage tour. And yeah, here it is. Here is everything. So, I think, we'll take this one. As it's on the Massey Ferguson tractor already, I think we'll keep it on here. Although, I have had a lot of people saying, can you use New Holland, because you don't use them very often, so I guess I could do. I will swap it over. From a financial point of view, that would be a big mistake, just because selling the tractor, which has enough horsepower already, has been sold just to be replaced with another tractor of probably the same horsepower. So there we go. But yeah, money doesn't actually matter in this series, which is nice. And it couldn't be better timing, really. Having the ROPA DLC come out when there's no limit on the money for me, since that machinery is extremely expensive, and if I had been doing it like super realistically, I wouldn't have been able to cheat the money, and it would have taken us forever just to try out one machine. So this really is for the best. As for that header trailer there, we do actually need it. We're going to have to use it today. But first, we're going to trial run the potato harvester, sorry, it's not a potato planter, and it's pretty big, although it only does have a 2-meter working width. So much of the space of the machine is taken up by all the workings. It's basically all of the webs, so removing soil, and then we've got the storage tank as well. It does have the storage area, and then of course we've got the lifter as well at the front. So yeah, despite it being a huge machine, it will still be very slow to use. So a worker will most likely do most of it. We'll just have a traction trailer here, most likely the Joskin trailer, and we'll have the Mercedes as well. In case you're wondering what the name is of this ROPA machine, it's actually the ROPA Kyler 2. There's the sugar beet, there's the wheat, and here is the potatoes. So yeah, we'll start on this side just because it's the easiest. Much easier for us to start here. And actually I did it wrong. I should have really had the sugar beet on this side, since the self-propelled sugar beet harvester would be much easier to get around these corners, whereas this would be much harder. Anyway, not to worry, let's just unfold it. We'll get it going, and we'll try and do a bit here. This is why I wanted to leave a margin. I'm going to have to run in the crops slightly to begin with, which is a bit of a shame. The PTO, which is going to have to be fitted. And off we go. Looking good. So yeah, you can't make the mistake of travelling straight down the middle of the crop, because it would only be taking in a very small section of it. But as you can see, that is working very nicely. In fact, GPS would go down a treat. Let me just see if I can get it set up. Might be a bit tricky. I may have to do a few offsets or something. But, well, I'll just do it like this actually. We'll just see what happens. Let me just see here. Okay, so that does seem to be on course. Might be a little bit too far over. But overall, that is looking quite good. As mentioned, an offset might be required. But really what I'm trying to do here is just start off. Just try and get a starting point going. We're actually driving over a section of it. But hopefully it's going to level out eventually. The course should be set a little bit further over. And we're 27% full. So actually going very well. Defoliation is what it says we're doing. Because yeah, there's no topper, nothing to remove the tops. We just basically go straight into it, and it does everything for us. You can see it all coming out the back, all of the unwanted product and soil. But GPS has really allowed us to keep on track, and it's looking very nice, very straight. With the exception, of course, with the bits being missed, which I'm going to have to go back to in a minute. So let me just turn around here. This is why I wanted to leave a fairly big headland, but of course I didn't do in the end. But that is the reason behind it. So yes, I have no idea how this is going to work, going back up the same way, but we'll give it a go. And then hopefully we'll be able to just give the sugar beet harvester a trial run too. Obviously we are going to finish the field, we're going to harvest everything, but for today it's a bit of a demonstration video, trying out all the different stuff. Okay, is that a bit too far over, or is that actually going to be alright? Yeah, it's a bit too far over. If I can just slide it across a bit, that would be ideal. I don't think we're going to be able to take in 3 rows, because it is only a 2-row harvester. Can probably go a bit further over, even from this. There we go. Fantastic. 68% full, so yeah. So when we bring the header trailer with the header on it, the harvester and all that stuff, we'll also bring up the tractor and trailer. So we'll bring the Joskin trailer on whichever tractor is available, probably the 7R. I'd guess that would be the most useful for us, as it does need to have some power too, because a full load of this is going to be pretty heavy. And I should think we'll be selling it straight off. But some of it does need to be stored for the pig food, so somewhere we're going to have to create a store. I guess we could put it into the silo if it will let us, I'm not too sure. But we'll discover that later. Right, that is 96% full. So I'll turn it off. I guess we can put the pipe out, the conveyor belt. And then we can drive the tractor and trailer underneath. I'll just go over here to give myself a bit of space. And yeah, it should all run very smoothly. Right, let me just tab across. Let's see if I can find... Here we go. Fantastic. It's going to be a good tractor for us. There's the Joskin trailer with no tractor on it. Of course we could use the lorry, but I think we might use that for the sugar beet, as it's going to be filling it much faster with a larger quantity. Is that close enough? It wouldn't be. I never get it close enough. Still not close enough. Yep, that's good. Right, up to the field. As we were only going up and down once there, and we managed to fill this up to 97%, that really does show that the fertiliser has done a very good job. I think everything is 100% fertilised. I'm fairly sure periodic ploughing is off, and the fertiliser is set to one stage, which is obviously done with the drill at the time. Although the planter, would that have been done? Not too sure. Yeah, I think it was. Yes, it was. So, yeah, that's done wonders, really, for the crop, for the yield. Is the tractor going to fit under there? No, not really, but I will. We'll just continue. That should start to fill up. Fantastic. So there we have it. That is the Kyler 2 potato harvester. And very nice it is too. Now it's got, I think it's about 10,000 litre capacity. I've no idea what the trailer is. I should think the trailer is about 18 to 20,000, possibly 21. So we should be able to get 2 loads into here. I'm hoping it's going to be... I was going to say 50%, but it's 42% full. Right, okay, so back over to the shop. Now this is where it's going to be a bit trickier, because we do need to put the header onto it. Where's my... Oh, there it is. I thought I'd lost it. Right, just spin round, and we'll try and line it up. Try and just drive straight forwards onto the trailer. So I don't know if you've seen, but actually on my YouTube channel I've put another video on of the garage tour, so basically looking at every machine in the pack. We didn't demonstrate anything, but I did still use it all. So let's just fold this up. I'm not entirely sure how it fits onto here. I can see where it should, I would have thought, sort of bracket on. Don't know if I was supposed to latch it somehow, I'm not too sure. I think it's attaching on its own. Well, all will become clear very soon. Does it say attach? No? Okay, maybe it does just sit there. Automatic latching. Nice. That is quite a display. It's a big machine, big header. And we'll just use the Tiger 6. We'll use the Mouse 5, like I said, to pick it up, so we'll just dump it on the ground. Just for a demonstration. Is that going to be 2? There we go, perfect. Off we go. So we've got a Hurleyman with row crop tyres. I can't say I've ever used it before with the row crop tyres. I might have done. Possibly in multiplayer. I don't remember using it, but yeah, I should think I have done. FS17's been out for a while, so there's been plenty of time to use it with the row crop tyres. Okay, so here it is, it's just caught up. It has taken a while to... Oh, what are we doing? Yeah, it took a while to catch up because it did crash into some air. So let me just reverse it out of here. And we'll get it hitched on. I suppose this bottom corner here would be the best place to actually dump the sugar beet. And is that almost there? Now I'm not too sure. There we go. Oops. Right, unfold. Unfold the header too, and we can begin. So, I'm just trying to straighten up here. Once it's all done, we can start it up. Oh, and it can do quite a good speed too. 7 miles per hour. Do we have different options for the wheels? I think we might do. Yes, we do. All-wheel steer. It's control and Y. turn steering, crab steering left, as you can see it's doing that there, crab steering right, all-wheel steering. So whenever I've done this in the past with a machine like this, for example the Holmer, I've always had a variety of different comments about the different steering options. For example, the crab steering, like this, I did have some people say you should really have it on crab steering because then you're spreading the compaction, because the wheels aren't following each other, they're all going in a different position. But then somebody else said, when I actually mentioned this in a video, they said, oh no, that's not the reason for crab steering. The reason for crab steering is to get through a really narrow area if you're going along a hedgerow. So I've come to the conclusion that I officially have no idea what the idea of crab steering is, but I think the idea of compaction is more likely to be the valid reason. Unless they're both valid reasons, I'm not too sure. So if there is somebody who actually does know the official reason behind the crab steering on one of these things, please feel free to post down below. And I'll try and pin your comments. Unless everybody posts the same thing, and then, well, it's going to be pretty tough to post, to pin a comment. So, yes, just, yeah, you know what I mean. The thing is, as well, I've noticed this, when one person posts the correct comment, I've noticed that somebody else copies and pastes the same reply. Not like they're saying a similar thing, they've actually copied and pasted word for word the same reply. So then if I was to turn up on my comments page and read that on first, I'd probably think, oh, well, this person's really intelligent, they've gone and written this massive comment and it all makes sense and everything. And it could be someone else's work. So I've got to be really careful with when it comes to pinning people's comments. And that does happen. That has happened fairly recently, actually. So, yes, if you are going to post a comment, please, if you can do, try and make it your own comment and not somebody else's. That would be greatly appreciated. But yes, I will. I'll try and pin the correct, well, if there is a correct answer, I'll try and pin the correct answer, or the most valid answer. As we're not going to get back to the top again without being full, we're going to begin unloading. So we'll put over here. 63% full so far, so there is still quite a bit of space left. And it's already 29,000 litres. Incredible. So it needs to be right off to the side, not really blocking this entrance way. That is a bit in the way actually, that trailer. Just very quickly move it. There we go. And we'll fill up this section. Maybe that is the reason for having this sort of corner on the field. Maybe it is for dumping your beet. So, Control I. Yeah, I don't do tip anywhere that often. Try and keep it in a fairly good pile instead of spreading it out. Obviously there's a lot more to come. That's looking good. Right, let's continue. Fold that back up and go back around here. Get things started. So now we can actually go up one side and come back down the other. It should work much better. And we'll probably unload every time. We should be able to harvest this strip here in no time at all. We'll get the sugar beet finished today at least. But it's still going to be a lot of sugar beet in a pile. And I can actually see, even for this situation, a lot of positives about actually just dumping it on the ground. The biggest positive is that we don't have to keep leaving off to tip the trailer. We can do that another day. We can just finish the entire field while the weather is good, and then we can come back later with the lorry or the truck. We can keep doing a lot of runs to and from the sell point, and yeah, we can keep doing it that way. Spend a day at it. It will get this job done much faster. As you can see, we've left no stone unturned. We have completed absolutely everything, nothing missed at all. That should keep everybody happy, because I know that when I make a messy job doing the harvests, there's always somebody who gets a little bit frustrated, understandably as well. In fact, it annoys me sometimes watching my own videos. So there we go. That is the sugar beet harvest done. I don't know if we can actually see how much is here. No, we can't do. Oh well, not to worry. We're going to leave it there. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed the first demonstration of the ROPA DLC, which is coming out on Tuesday the 13th of March 2018. And yeah, until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.